EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You talk about this Jets defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now a give, right side. Jenkins. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. May. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Play action. It's Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down on a 21-yard gain.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Jets.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 5. Hall again. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
19 Windy, here we go.
A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll try and do this himself. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coach that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
Second and goal from the 1.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And they go play action with May. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. It's Jenkins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Patriots are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. When you talk about this Jets defense, this unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage, trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into him and try to knock it loose.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Mason. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
What's that? What's that?
On first down, it's Henderson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This a 2nd and 8.
What's that? What's that?
They'll try the left side. Foot. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Here's 3rd and 9.
Combo. Here goes that. One.
Here's May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Here goes that. What's that?
Henderson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a
A
touchdown.
little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt, he's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Up for his Morikawas to kick off for New England.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Fields changing the play. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second and a couple.
Here we go. Go.
They'll run with Allen. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ready? Green 19, guys, what? Tonight.
One play action. Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go. Good.
Here's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Test. 222. 222. Tonight.
To throw is Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Here we go. Tonight.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
14. Patriots 6. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down. There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Second and 2. Here we go. The 43-yard line.
Fields now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Catch made right side by Wilson. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Oh, what a move. The 20. 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, 42 yards. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, sir.
Off the play fake. Here's May. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long.
Here we go. Tonight.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Here we go.
Now Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after 3 drives and ending, touchdown, 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 they get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it, or did they just get tired?
Maybe it's just a sense of relief at this point. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the shotgun, it's May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw, it's May. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A give running right is Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
In motion right is Wilson. A fake there on the Jets sweep as it's Fields off play action. In trouble, and he's taken down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a third down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the 50, here's Fields. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Looking to put a drive together. Henderson now on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
This is all about finding the open. Going to freeze those linebacks for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running left, Mason. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jordan Mason, 29 yards. And the Pats have cut the lead back down to 2. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And this is now a 1-point game. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Over the middle, complete. It's Lopez. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Caught, it's Wilson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it second down.
Here we go.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now Fields going to run. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Carlson now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Jets 28, Patriots 20. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they can't bring him down. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Jenkins. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. May going to give it to Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down is May. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. They'll try and throw for it with May. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
It's a turnover on downs.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Here we go.
Give to Hall running right. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
And it's third down.
Here we go. Go.
Here's Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. May looking to run. And that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun, May with it. A quick throw there is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. Coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Space if the racks on the camouflage bells. Diamonds on me. I'm a blue gel.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Henderson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Will McDonald there on the tackle.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, throws like that, especially where we sit in the 4th quarter, he's got to be careful.
Yeah, and you know one of my faults is that I often view this game through a defensive back's eyes. And in this situation, your team's losing, it's late, tighter coverage, take a chance and go and try and step in front of one of those and make a big play. So if you're the quarterback, that should be in your head. This is their time to take a gamble.
Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been, They didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Sir, what's that? Hey, what's that?
Straight ahead, Henderson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Hey, here we go.
They'll try the left side. It's Jenkins. Oh, nice move. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Up the middle, here's Henderson. Evades him at the 10. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots have taken a fourth-quarter lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They're going to try and throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll come up first and 10 here.
Here we go.
Now Hall to start the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take right into contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here's Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here we go. We're good. Sorry, ball, sir. All right.
All eyes on Fields. And he'll find Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Here we go. Hey.
Back to throw. Fields. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Baron Browning in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here comes second down. Now Fields. And got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. First and 10.
222. All right.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Hall again on second down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So for the Jets, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop down to 1-3.